Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bluefin Hangout. It's Friday. We wear jerseys, we celebrate, and we hang out with you guys. We are very excited to be back. Steven is here, so everyone looks better. I won't say pretty. He's not a magician after all.
I gave you the good camera.
He gave me the good camera today. I don't have the Canon on me, so thank you for the black magic. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Friday. Today we're going to be talking about some of our upcoming releases and answer any feedback or questions you may have going into the holidays. But of course, I am joined with Mr. Action Jackson, AJ Velasco. How's it going?
It's just me right now. David is stuck in traffic. You know, California is known for that stuff, and depending on where you're stuck, it could be long, could be short. He should be here shortly though. But
Well, he said he was 9 miles away, so he'll be here in like an hour.
I am doing fantastic. It is Friday.
Mike's Monsters is in the comments. Happy Friday,
yeah.
y'all. He says, Mike, you're not from the South, are you?
What? It is still a Friday.
It is. The first half of your statement is correct. And this week, our buddy Ji Wong Lee from last week, who said he was first when he was like third, this week was actually first. So congratulations on being first this time. Is that still a thing on the internet?
I see it all the time. I think about if I ever want to post it, but half the time, by the time I think of it, someone puts it on. I'm like, oh, I'm not first no more. I'm second, third. I'm 20th.
Yeah, I'm always afraid that if I try to do it, like someone's gonna be doing it at the same time, and I'm gonna be second. And I'm gonna feel like a fool.
I feel the same way whenever we do our morning meetings. Like, do I press meet? No one's pressed it. As soon as I think about it, it goes up. I am late.
Yeah, it's much easier when Justin's here because he sees that, so we know that he has to do it. But yeah, I'm like, should I start this meeting? I'm like, I can start this meeting. And then today I started a meeting when everyone was in a different meeting. I'm like, dummy. But we mentioned that the cameras look great because Mr. Stephen K. Janes is back in the house. We are happy he is back, and the live stream has never looked better. Next week may look a little bit different because we have reached that phase of the year where COVID rears its ugly head, and we're gonna start going back to masks. And so rather than have us all masked up in the same room, we'll probably do a remote live stream going forward for the next couple of weeks. But we'll still bring you the same action and the same fire. So hope everyone has a fantastic weekend and is staying safe. So AJ, why don't you give us a tease? What are we going to be talking about today?
Yeah, we've got several of our brands had announced really cool stuff over the course of like the week and a half. So we're just going to go through with some of the ones we've already shared on social media, but dive in a little bit with these items that for people that may not be familiar with, these items themselves from the brands. So I think
awesome. Oh, look, we went to infinity here. All right, Steven, let's see what we got.
All right.
He's sharing. You're gonna lose AJ every second. There we go.
Yeah. So first off, we're gonna, while we wait for Clark to show up, because he's got his items on #David's Brands. We've got right here from Shokugan. These are the new Tipsies from Shokugan themselves. These are the Demon Slayer ones. So for those not familiar with Shokugan stuff, they're definitely those items that are collectible and affordable for those, impulse buys and stocking stuffers, because it is the holiday right now. These don't come out until July, but other Tipsies have existed prior. So these ones, no matter how you tip them, they always come straight back up. I think there used to be a thing,
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
That's the song. So they now have them as your favorite like anime IPs. So we do here have the Demon Slayer characters. It looks like there is also a mystery character to collect, and I'm trying to figure it out who it could be. So I would love to see what chat thinks would be, because you already have Tanjiro, Zenitsu, Nezuko, Inosuke. You have some of the Hashira right there, and then you have Rengoku doing like his Umai pose from the movie. So I thought that's cool. You even have the teacher as well. So I'm trying to think who it could be. Is there?
Do you secretly know who it is?
I actually don't.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually trying to guess, and I think I have a good idea of who could potentially be, but I just want to make sure. I think it's the main villain.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I don't see him on this list, so maybe that's what it is. If it is, wow, I'm really good at guessing this.
And so I'm assuming since there's a surprise character, these are blind packs?
These are blind packs. They are $4 each, so every time you buy one, you never know who you're going to get. You can always trade them, though, which is always fun. I am, as someone who plays card games, I'm also fond of trading. So if, like, man, I have 2 Nezukos. I do need a Zenitsu. if someone has it, I will like trade once these are out or something like that.
But do you need a Zenitsu?
I do. I love him. He's one of my favorite characters. And also, I do like the idea. I know Sean upstairs has some older ones from different series, and every time like I'll tip them, I'm like, dang it, they never fall down. So I will attest that they do go back up.
I don't know. I'm pretty strong.
I mean, if you smack them off the desk, then yes. But when they come back on the ground, they'll come back up.
It's like cats always land on their feet.
Yeah.
These are the cats of the Shokugan lineup.
Yes. And they do come out July of next year. So
very nice.
Yeah. Let's see what we have next. So Tamashii Nations did reveal several new
hang on, David Clark is here. He wants to come in incognito so no one knows that he showed up. And now he's got we got cords. It's a cord stitch. There we go, straddling over the cord, over the cord.
If he just came from the ceiling.
Yeah, we haven't got to hashtag David's brands yet. So
yeah, I pushed it down. So when David's brand, when did you come up? I'm like, hashtag David's brand. Look, he's here.
Traffic makes me think that Thanos was right.
Actually, 9 minutes wasn't so bad.
Yeah, we were actually discussing traffic in California.
Yeah, I was like, just a little snap.
Yeah, California traffic is 9 minutes could mean a whole 9 miles could mean a whole hour, or depending on the time, it's all depend on time.
I don't think the snap would help because everyone in a car when that blips away, their car either still going to be in the way or their car, if it's driving, is going to go for a little bit.
There's an initial investment in time removing the cars, but after that, it just the benefits just roll on.
I just see you out there with a tow truck, just like pulling the cars off the side, just like a smile on your face. I'm like, yeah, my commute just cut in half.
Traffic is easier.
You're like, thanks, Thanos. Whoa, big brain.
Why he's here.
That is true.
I think he's thought about this as well.
Yeah, it's like in Hawkeye when you're looking on the urinal and it says like Thanos was right. You know?
I mean,
hey, that's a good spot. I mean, I've seen it. So.
I mean, it's not. I mean, I'm not spoiling the series. It's in the first episode. There's a 2-second scene where Hawkeye's using the urinal and there's a little thing that says Thanos is right. I'm like, what must that have felt like to him? Like, he's like, literally, I almost died. My best friend died. We saved the universe. Everyone loves us. And then I got this jerk off like Thanos is right while I'm taking a leak.
But like when he was Ronin, though, was it not easy to get to the airport?
I'm pretty sure he had a plane accessible to him.
Yeah, every flight on time.
I mean, with the exception of losing his wife and kids. You can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs.
He had so much extra income during his Ronin days.
I got to buy Christmas presents. There's no date nights.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
those are the problems the show is venturing out into.
Yeah, I guess with Hawkeye, it's better to either have all of your family gone or none of them. So either you're happy, but what if just like his little kid was around? He's got to take him on his Ronin adventures. He's like I'm like in like a baby Bjorn, like strapped to his chest, like murdering the Yakuza.
Mandalorian moment there.
Teaching his kids the ropes.
Right.
At least now he can pretend like his kids are like, hey, I heard this guy named Ronin. He looks like he's like, no.
Don't worry about it.
No, I blipped with you guys.
Yeah. Why does the suit fit you perfectly? Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Pulls out the sword.
Are we all caught up on Hawkeye?
Of course.
I am caught up.
We won't spoil it for people who haven't watched it, but like I love it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Like
they are setting up Young Avengers like with the quickness. Like
yeah,
we're like one more character away from having a full team.
I also like the Christmas theme to it. It's always just fun. Like at the end of every episode is like some holiday Christmas song, and I'm like, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I can't believe I just watched the Marvel thing, and now I'm celebrating the holidays again.
Yeah, I mean, I think like all things MCU, I was like looking forward to it, but I was like, yeah, maybe I'll give it a try and binge it later. But like they released those first 2 episodes on the first day, and I'm like, man, I like this show.
Yeah,
I'm hooked. I watched it on like I think that was when I was coming back from New York to San Diego for Comic-Con, and I remember watching it on like a train, and I was like, oh, I like this show now.
It is a good show.
Poor DC. Like every time Marvel hits something new, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, Batman.
And I was gonna say, like, what about Batman?
One day.
Oh,
well, March is it March 1st? Is that when the Batman comes out?
I hope so.
Looks pretty good.
They need something badly.
And we promised Steven we wouldn't spoil Spider-Man because he hasn't seen it.
I've seen it 3 times.
Oh yeah, this guy had chat. He said I watched it 3 times.
On Wednesday. I saw it twice. I saw it like while I was watching it last night.
That's why the
my
9 miles.
friend was like, "Hey, you want to watch it later on tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm down."
It's the 9 miles.
Yeah, I couldn't attend my media screening because I had a conflict, so I had to wait till last night to watch it. And as soon as I watched it, I got a text. I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go see Spider-Man. You want to come?" I'm like, No, I gotta go home. I gotta digest this viewing, and I'll probably go see it again this weekend.
Yeah,
Really good.
So Marvel, it's knocking out of the park right now.
Yeah.
we should definitely do a stream about that later on.
Yeah. So you guys have till next week. Actually, it's probably next week we have something special planned. 2 weeks from now, maybe we'll talk about Hawkeye and Spider-Man. So you've been warned.
There
You
you
have
go.
2 weeks to check it out.
And make sure you watch Hawkeye this week before you watch Spider-Man. Because there's a little bit of connection there. So
Watch it
Yeah.
all.
yeah.
Consume.
All right.
Oh, Mike's Monsters hasn't seen it either. What are you doing, Mike's Monsters? You taking pictures of toys?
Well, earlier he said he's in the woods, so I would
What?
assume it would be a
It's
while to get
Thursday
to
afternoon. How have
to
you
the
not already
cinemas.
seen Spider-Man?
Bruh says, "Hey,
Lim-
David." I don't know which David. But I'm assuming it's me because I'm David and you're Clark. So what's up, bruh?
There could be only one.
I guess that snap would figure out the 50-50, huh?
I'd be so mad if it was me. Like, oh, dang it.
Yeah, I remember when Infinity War came out, there was like an app, and you pushed it, and
Yeah.
it was just like one of those things that it's like a GIF, and when you push it, it paused, and it was like you have survived Thanos' purge, or you were not fortunate, you were a victim of Thanos' purge.
Oh,
I remember I did
man.
it like 10 times in a row. Every time I was blipped out of
Yeah.
here,
So, yo,
See,
what
so
you
you
gone?
would be
You're right. Yeah, I win.
your odds just conceivably 2 of us would be gone, and I just told you that I'm almost automatically.
I just
gone.
need a purple space god to get some.
There is a
stones.
third David here at work, so
Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
there's a third, so
We
there's
had to handle
now
this.
there's
Yeah,
75%.
David R. We were doing the raffle thing yesterday for our holiday party. I was going down the list, and I told everyone about how I'm David and you're Clark. And then I got to the bottom. I'm like, wait a minute, there's another David here. There's a third David. This will not stand.
Who is hiring all these Davids?
I will have you know that it was almost universal that everyone took your side of the David argument.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody.
Like almost without fail, everyone was like, "Well, David Clark was here longer." I'm like, "No,
Yeah, tenure.
Yes.
I'm older. Does that count?
Tenure trumps age.
I'm older and slower." Well, oh, hey, Mike, you got your car stolen? That's terrible.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, Mike. And you got your booster, so you're probably all tired and groggy and stuff like that. Does not sound like a banner Friday for you, Mike. I am sorry. I hope they find the terrible person who took your car, and it was not Clinton Barton trying to save the world. And what?
See, Thanos was
Yeah.
right.
Whoever took your car, I hope gets flipped. That's the one time I'll side with Thanos. Like if he could have just said like, all you do is say like anyone who steals cars or backs their car in a parking spot or something like that, they get blipped.
Yeah.
And that's all that
So
matters. That's all you
kind.
need. Yeah. Blip the people back into cars. That's 50% of the population we don't need anymore. And the world is good.
I'm saying.
I love where this is going. We can't wait for the 2 weeks.
I thought this through.
Insert your pet peeve here. Some people it's got the pineapple on pizza. Some people it's this or that. We all have our blip group. We should.
Every time I get cut
The
off,
blip
I'm
just
like,
gets
Thanos was
100%.
right.
100% all gone.
Except he wouldn't get blipped. It's never the guys you want to
I
get
know.
blipped that got blipped.
It'd be like some like innocent old lady just walking down the street, like, no, not her, kill that guy.
Right. Think of the heroes that got blipped. We don't want Spider-Man and Black Panther getting blipped.
Oh
What
man.
if that old lady banks you parks backwards?
Then she have to go.
Yeah.
She has to go. There you go. So
You're like, whatever that was. Cancel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, Mike, I hope you have a speedy recovery from your booster and that they find the rapscallion who took your car.
yeah.
And he says once he gets his car, he's going to go out and watch Spidey. And remember, you're going to come to our office and shoot some fun stuff. You said you and Jay. You said you guys wanted to come out.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, you
You
guys are
are
welcome
invited.
to come in.
but I guess we've wasted enough time introducing Mr. David Clark.
Yeah.
We can go back to the list. Ultraman.
Ultraman.
Yeah.
He has a Marvel comic, so
He
it's related.
does.
It's related.
So
Yeah, segue.
Tamashi has announced 4 new figure arts minis. So one for Trigger and one for Z. Both you get. They're all sold separately, but there's the Ultraman form and then there's the human form, which is like the first time like Toku stuff has really gotten a figure arts mini.
Right.
As us like Toku fans, it's fun to see that. Hey, they did that. Can you imagine if they did like Kamen Rider ones with like some of the characters?
It's a matter of time.
Yeah, that would be
And-
really cool.
And Tamashi would totally start with Gaim.
You
Gaim.
could get a figure
I'm
arts
putting that
mini
out
of
there in the-
Kota.
I put out there in the universe now.
You can get Kota and all the little group.
That'd be amazing.
I want the Baron one though.
Of course you would.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Look, you could have little.
As long as they
rivalry
don't do
with the
Michi,
minis.
we're good.
They have to make. They have to. But
Yeah.
they did release these 4. They are. Oop, I have the wrong price on there. They are
Yeah, I was
40.
going to say, whoa,
Yeah,
that's a
I
lot
was
They are.
for
like,
me.
I have the wrong.
Yo.
They are $45 each. Not that.
That's a
That
sensible
was a
price.
copy and paste.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's not
Yes,
even
yes.
close.
They are released though in July though, so they are $45, 35, 45, I think
Usually minis are like 35.
35. Yeah, I think they're 35. They're $35 each.
That's actually how big they are for being.
Yeah, that was definitely a copy
They are
paste on my
actual
end.
real Ultraman size.
You do have your item that is coming up later that is of that price. So that's where it originally
Yes.
started. I had before Clark said he was gonna be 9 minutes or 9 miles away. I was like, oh, Steven, I need you to like drag and move some stuff around. And so things got lost in the process as well. But yeah.
Can we
figure
even
it to
trust
me.
the July 2022 date?
They are still going to be a lot of these are going to come through during July. There's like one in May.
Can we trust that they're not? This is all isn't fake news.
No, these are all real news. All right. So on the next one, I believe is another Ultraman.
Ooh.
This one is a figure art Zero. And just looking at it itself, it sculpture wise, this is a fantastic water.
Really cool.
Yeah, like water itself is always neat to see in a statue.
Right.
And just seeing like Ultraman doing that pose with it, it's great. Like
It's very cool.
yeah, and look the price is it's not $550, it's $90 MSRP. And again, it is one of those items coming out in July. A lot of our solicitations are now for next year, so
Yeah.
you're not gonna see anything for December 2021.
Right, yeah. There's nothing new popping up this year.
This is fun San Diego Comic-Con time and stuff. I love figure art Zeros, how they do like the translucent effect parts and stuff like that.
Mhm.
The flame and the water. It just looks so good.
Yeah, like I know, like over here we have like that Brawly with that cool effect, and
Yeah,
it itself just looks great.
it does.
Yeah,
I think David Clark bought that one.
Yeah, that was the figure art Zero that made me buy it. Like start collecting statues and stuff.
oh man,
You maybe get another one in a couple.
this might be the one that makes me want to collect it because as a fan of Ultraman, this right here, it just looks fantastic. I think Johnny would buy this too.
You probably would.
Yeah,
I
Oscar
don't think
Jones
Johnny knows
asks
about it.
where they can pick them up. Wherever Tamashii items are sold, a lot of times we'll either point to either Amazon or Big Bad Toy Store. Usually are the two of the easiest places to find. But if you have a preference for a certain shop over another, if they carry other figure art Zeros or figure arts and stuff like that, they'll more than likely carry this. And if they don't, you can request it, and then that way it'll trigger them to order for them.
Yeah, basically any store that carries any of our products, like you can always ask them to order. Like they have that capability to order from us. So.
And if they don't order from us, you gotta tell them order from us.
tell them get good, or hey Thanos.
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't carry figure art Zero.
Yeah,
Flipped.
perfectly balanced.
He says Big Bad Toy Store is their go-to. So they should be up there. If they're not up there now, these are recently solicited items, so they may just not be up there yet. So just check back soon.
Yeah, because again, these are all like brand new items that are just recently announced. So it does take some time for websites to add them on. So
someone's asking how big they are. If you were to guess, do you think it's more like the Vegito size back there? I don't know how big.
grab this Vegeta right here. So grab the Brawly, and then I'll grab this.
So here's a couple of figure art Zeros. One's for Vegito, one's for Brawly. Of course, Brawly is a significantly bigger, beefy person. Yeah. So
usually most of the figure art Zero tend to be around like this. This is what, like 6, 7, depending on the pose. So like I guess with the water effect, it would probably reach like up to here, but most of the time they're gonna be around like 6, 7 inches for a statue. Obviously, the case is with Brawly because Brawly,
ginormous.
BB Brawly. So this is
He's a
the
big boy.
difference between like figure art Zeros.
So this size-ish.
Yeah, within these two range.
Yeah, I think Brawly was the first figure art Zero I like really ever saw. I remember you bought it. I was thinking when Clark bought it for his desk. I'm still trying to make Clark happen. And he showed it to me. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Yeah.
Cool.
Brawly is legendary Super Saiyan. He's beefy, they say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's
That's
totally not the Hulk of that universe.
Yes, no lies detected.
All right.
It's funny though, any kind of fan fiction now or like theories about like how to do this or this in Dragon Ball almost universally involve Brawly now.
Yes.
Like
really?
Well, yeah,
like-
he hasn't been brought into the show yet. So of course there's hype around him.
Okay.
Do you think that he shows up in Dragon Ball Super anytime soon? I know he's not in the Moro arc.
Well, I know that they're probably going to do the thing where they make the Brawly movie into an arc.
Oh yeah,
So
kind of like with like Resurrection.
yeah,
Z
they'll
and-
probably do that. But
or F.
like the next time there's a big thing outside of Moro, they'll probably involve Brawly, or they could go like anime original and just have Brawly show up.
And now that Brawly's,
that?
now that Brawly's a good guy.
He's a Z fighter now. That's how
Yeah.
it works.
Dang.
Now that he's on Team Goku.
Him and Gohan can finally fuse and become goalie or Brohan.
Yeah, bro. Clark has a Twitter, and his shirt actually is his Twitter handle at Offshoot Comics.
It's like, where can I find you at? Right there.
Right here.
Oh, that's true. Mike's Monster's right. Brawley is in the trailer for the
Yes.
Dragon Ball Super superhero movie.
We discussed that.
Blink and you miss it in half a second. So.
It's like less than half a second.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be sad with that. There's more Brawley in this
It'd be
world.
really funny if you show up at the end after everything's over. Like, what I miss.
I'm here, guys.
You're right. I was stuck in traffic.
I was 9 miles away.
9 miles away.
I have an idea on how we can fix this.
What if someone got together magic stones and they made half the world go away?
I mean, look, it makes sense.
It is great listening to people in the MCU explain to people who don't understand what's going on. Like so he got like magic rocks. What?
Yeah, exactly.
Brohan. Someone bring it back,
There you go.
Brohan.
There we
Brohan,
go.
you've done it.
Brohan,
That's
yes.
the hashtag.
Okay, Gohan needs to fuse with somebody.
Right.
Might as well.
Toriyama-san, bring me on. We can do this.
Can you imagine how ridiculous that fusion dance would be? Because Brawley's up here and
Right.
Gohan's down here like a normal person.
Like a handstand.
Yeah, maybe they would do it different. Like Brawley would go like this, and Gohan would like flip over him, and they do it like midair.
Or they just use the earrings and then just magically.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not nearly
Yeah.
as
That sounds
cinematic.
fun.
I know.
I like the idea. Brawley's like this,
Yeah.
and Gohan's got to flip over, and they touch, and then he like goes into him
Yeah, just...
in not a weird way.
All right.
Ultraman.
man.
Yes, we go to the next one. So this is the start of one of David's brands. So David can definitely touch more onto this. That is the correct MSRP.
That is the
All
correct
right.
MSRP. You got it right. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
this
that
is from
one.
Desktop Army. This is the theatrical version of Evangelion Unit 13. It's the dual piloted one with Shinji and Karu. So like you can go back and forth between. You can have like regular, with 2 arms, or you can be weird at the forearm thing with the 2 lances. And the cool thing with this, like all the other Desktop Army, is that it's compatible with the entire line of Desktop Army.
Mhm.
So like you want Hatsune Miku to pilot Eva Unit 13, like she can do that.
I was literally going to ask that if I could pop out one of the pilots who's a little crybaby who I don't like. If I could pop him out, if I could put literally anyone else in the universe in there.
You could put literally anyone else in the universe.
And I know like Desktop Army is one of our newest lines too,
Yeah.
and because Mega House is one of our new brands.
New brands, correct.
So with Desktop Army, they're roughly like what?
So like usually like the little pilot people are
Mhm.
usually about like 2.5 to 3 inches tall.
Would you say kind of like mini size or bigger than that?
They're roughly that size.
Oh,
Maybe,
okay.
maybe a little bit shorter, and their heads aren't as ginormous.
But
But
more
yeah.
proportion.
And then like the mechas they're in are usually a little bigger than like a high grade.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
If you were at SDCC in November, we had one on display. So I mean, if you were one of the people, like 5 people who were there.
Well, I love Karu, so I think him, and I'll think of another pilot, and then they're going to be skewering Shinji with both lances.
and there are other Desktop
he got
armies.
into robots at some point after people had died.
You could definitely put him in those robots.
He did let Oscar down, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm never gonna forgive him for that. Like if he had just come out like at any point earlier, it could have all been over.
Yeah,
He did it in the
I just
world.
need the third and fourth movie just
Mhm.
explain to me, like I'm a child.
Yeah, you can't just watch Evangelion and then like know it. You have to think on it and like study it.
I watched
After like
the-
an hour.
I watched the original series probably 5 times. I love it. I had many deep conversations with my buddy who introduced it to me, and then watched all the movies. End of Evangelion, Death and Rebirth, all of that. Then watched the new movies.
Right.
Loved 1 and 2 to death. Like thought they were
Right.
great. And then watched 3, and I'm like, whoa, dude, I'm not smart enough to watch Evangelion anymore or something. Read the
changed.
entirety of the Wikipedia page, spent like 3 days on Reddit, listening to everyone's crackpot theories,
Right.
had a live stream with Nam where he explained it to me like I was a 2-year-old, and I'm still like, I don't get it.
Like 40 years from now, you'll be sitting somewhere and you'll be like, "Oh, I get it," and they'll be like, "Grandpa, go back to sleep."
It'll be,
If it was a dream.
my last words before I have a, like, Shinji was right. Oh, I've lived a lie.
And they were like, "Who is Shinji?"
There's that one meme where like the grandma says something like the daughter's like, "Come on, grandma, back into
Yeah,
the home."
Yeah,
Let's
like
get you
like in
back.
like in my day, we'd have to go to a store to rent videos.
You know,
All right,
okay,
grandma.
I understand the Evangelion now.
Here's a good comment. Amuro walked so Shinji could run.
No, but like Shinji ran away That's his thing. He runs away.
He said run.
I must have
still.
run away. I must have run away.
didn't
You know,
say
if
run away.
Shinji had Bright in his life to slap him at least one time, he would have been the greatest Evangelion pilot of all time.
I think more people should announce themselves in chat like this. He's like, AK90 in the chat. What's up, everyone?
Oh, what's up?
What's up, AK90? We're
Appreciate
doing
that.
fantastic. Just talking
Was it
about
all
Evangelion.
was it all in caps?
It wasn't, but I
Oh,
put it.
okay. Oh,
There was
man.
an exclamation point.
Okay.
I thought the caps added something like I just see him like coming into like work or something like that. He's like, AK90 here to work.
We should do that. We should all just come in with our like yell our handles as we come.
Yeah.
Awesome comics in the house.
Empty wallets. Still got.
we
some.
would get sent to HR immediately.
Yeah. Or just start doing not at work. It's just like you're walking into Carl's Jr. like offshoot comics in the house, ready for some double
Right?
cheeseburgers.
They're like, what's happening?
Like he
Is
wants
this a-
2 double cheeseburgers.
Am I a TikTok now?
Right.
Am I a TikTok?
But yeah, but these are really good. They're great model kits, and you can
The
combine it.
model kits?
Oh, the model
You
kits?
build them.
Oh,
Yeah.
see?
They're compatible with all other things. So like we had like high school girls a
Uh-huh.
little while ago. After, before that we had Hatsune Miku. There's a few other ones coming out too very, very soon.
Okay.
I know there's Fate Stay Night ones. So like if you wanted to have
Where's
Saber
Anthony?
pilot Evangelion Unit 1.
I think the most adorable thing is that when he has both pilots in there, it looks like Evangelion's got like a double baby Bjorn on him. And he's just carrying around his kids.
That would be
Like it's like
a
dad's.
hilarious custom.
Yeah. It's like this dad's day at the
Right.
to like take the
I
kids
gotta
to the
go
park
to
or
the
something.
grocery store and I gotta take these 2 kids
I
with
mean,
me.
the spirit of his mom is in the Evangelion. So I mean,
All right.
yeah, you can
Everyone
really-
should enter the office and scream Kaioken.
It is work related.
You know, stand up there, Kaioken time soon.
Like okay, all right, bye guys.
Who's that? Oh, that's just brand manager.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just David's brains.
Don't look at him. Don't look at him. Don't give him attention.
Just walk in, transform, and roll out. And they're like, yes.
Don't
fine.
encourage him. Just don't encourage him.
He's really into his brands.
Yeah.
All right. How can we improve upon Evangelion Baby Bjorn Child Edition?
Giant guns,
Oh,
oversized, comically oversized swords, which you can get in other desktop army.
Yeah, I was gonna say like you
Lies.
literally said the desktop army can be
Yeah.
compatible with the other one. So if you just have a collection of desktop army, you got to show us what your
Yeah.
best one
And
is.
I like how they keep it like everything is just compatible, which is
Mhm.
great for kit bashing. And as we get more and more releases, I am thinking about doing maybe a desktop army model kit contest.
Ooh,
Yeah.
all
You can get
right.
creative out
across
there.
all IPs.
Of course, this is David's brand.
Wow.
Just making sure there's a hashtag not David Brands. I just want to make sure hashtag David Brand has different rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on a video. I don't want to be in trouble again.
Fast forward 3 months from now. Sorry guys, look no.
Sorry, I talked to Brand. They said no,
Yeah.
I can't do it. All right, what's next, Steven?
I think the rest is all David's brand. So
Ooh.
David is
Yeah,
all
David's
get to
brand.
talk about all this. So we have a new statue
Yes,
from Mega House.
Gundam Girls Generation. This is Lala Soon.
GGG.
I don't know. Do you guys know who she is? I can explain it. I have a whole symposium.
Yeah, I mean
Maybe
she's
this is-
Lala Soon. What's not to know? She wears a yellow dress and she's
So,
from Gundam.
she was
Because the Ofani
one of
mon
Char's one of Char's female companions from the original Gundam series, who also Amuro also had a thing for,
underneath. Mhm.
who then died. It is what it is. But very,
It's your classic tale. Boy meets girl. Boy
well, I mean, like, is she?
destroys Australia.
I mean, like the way it happened. Amuro was about to kill Char, and then she took the hit for him. So Amuro kind of killed one of his first loves. It is what it is. Gundam is sometimes a tale of sadness, but
And-
the statue is really cool though. It's a really good statue. It has the Elmith underneath, which is what she
Mhm.
piloted. That's the base that she's sitting on.
I was gonna say, like, you know what that design is? There's
Mhm.
that one Digimon that, like, on their like Anjuwomon's line, it was like
Mhm.
Ofanimon or something.
Mhm.
Has that same kind of head shape to it. I'm gonna show
Oh
you
my God, it
later.
does.
It does.
Oh my god!
And again, like the other previous figure at Zero statue, look how nice like all that clear part looks. Like that's
yeah,
like I don't know how they've gone. Like people got really good at making parts clear.
no, and I love how like instead of them having her just like on like a regular like stand,
Mhm.
like they're like no, we'll make the effect
The
the
stand.
stand.
It's so clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, like usually most of my, at least my older statues are like that, where it's just it has like a little peg or something like that. But
Right.
nothing as cool as creative. I don't have
Yeah.
anything as creative as this. Where,
And
like,
if you
a
got
wind
the
effect.
Char statue that we did a little while ago,
Uh-huh.
you definitely gotta get the Lala Soon one.
So the one with like the rocket launcher.
Yeah, the one where he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna kill you."
Man, that'd be cool if they combine.
I mean, she's got a mobile armor right underneath there, so she also has a weapon of war there.
Yeah, we'll tell Mega House. Maybe you do like those little combined.
Combined
statues.
days.
That'd
She's
be
sitting
cool.
there like all like dainty and space. He's like, yeah, murder.
AK-90's on fire today. He's like, everyone should be doing things in the office, like being like, making copies time 24.
So
Replying to email times 10.
We would see all the executives finally get their own office just so that they can close us out.
and thank you for this door.
Right?
Yeah, I'm surprised when Justin and I started, they didn't go to that because I got the impression that it was a lot quieter before loudmouths like us showed up. Because I'd always have Wayne come and it's like, hey, everyone else is trying to work here, and you guys are making a lot of noise. I'm like, well, we're working too. We're just louder about it.
I mean, it was a little loud for a little bit, and it's not because of for me and Ken and Anthony. Totally wasn't us.
Well, now you got
Busted.
extra people.
Yeah, I know.
Evens the playing field. All right, so as you can see, it says
What's after
126.
Lala?
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh,
So
sorry.
see, I was gonna say,
Let's
like,
talk
you know,
about
it's
Lala.
126
I hear Lala's
episodes
a
here.
sad. I heard Lala's
and
a
it
sad
comes out in
story.
August.
It is very sad. Yes, she is dead, but also not dead because new types kind of like become Force ghosts, kind of.
there's a whole thing there. Welcome to his TED
She
Talk.
died in 1979.
Well, I'm still working my way through.
Yeah, it's the first series.
It's
Working
like-
backwards.
Yeah, it's like when NBC did like reruns, and it's like new to you because I hadn't seen it yet, so it's new to me.
All right.
Speaking of Wayne, he's right there.
Some of the early of the many tragic deaths of Gundam.
Oh, and it's sad.
Yeah, no, it's a great statue though. It's really good,
Oh, it's
very
nice.
elegant looking.
And it's fun to say, Lala soon.
This is
You can see where the 550
this
originally
is
came from.
not
Now.
elegant looking. This is a weapon of death.
So this,
Many
This is
weapons
where
of
the
death.
550 comes from.
that's where it's from. It comes from Ultimate Gravion. This is from your Sentinel brand.
This is a huge. This is one of them diecast boys.
Oh,
It's
man.
230
There
millimeters
you go.
tall.
The diecast itself.
Yeah.
I had already shown a friend of mine who you met, and his handle is Gravion. So he's a big fan. He's like, "Oh, you guys are selling that?" Yeah. He's like, "Oh, I have to." And this is available on our B2C, right?
It is available on bluefinbrands.com. You can order from us. You can order from Big Bad Toy Store. Anywhere that sells Bluefin stuff, you can get this. This is not an item that there will be extras of. So it will, for the most part, be made to order. So, make sure you get your pre-order in while the pre-order period is open. Because once you don't, you have to deal with the aftermarket.
And then you realize, like, oh, I have to have this.
And that price will double probably. So
Yeah, just alone from seeing it. So again, my friend who has like some of the other Gravion stuff, I'm always so impressed with it. But this time around, knowing like you combine, like they're right there on the right photo, it says 230 millimeters. So like I think that's
like 7 inches, which
Yeah.
is like the base unit. But then you see in the bottom left that image of him with like all the armor around him. Once he puts the armor on, he is significantly taller.
And it looks so good. Like the sword itself and the weapons.
Yeah.
I'm already sold on it, but oh man, gotta wait till July.
Steven, I was seeing if there was metric on the ruler.
You looked at it, you smiled, and then you just walked away.
There was no metric on it, so I was like,
what
eh.
was going on.
I know there's 30. There's 30 centimeters, so 300 millimeters to a foot.
We use freedom units here.
You
We
looked
didn't.
at it like, oh,
Yeah, it was a ruler, and I thought, oh, I wonder if it had like a standard on one side, metric on the other, and I could tell you exactly how big 230.
The blue measuring tape is definitely not a freedom units.
It's 230 millimeter, right?
No, oh, what? Oh, jeez. Oh man, I got to use both of them. One's in metric, one's in inches. All right, so 230 would be 23 centimeters,
It should-
9 inches.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
So then 260 would make it like 10.
Oh my gosh,
So you have like a 10-inch figure.
it's going even further beyond.
once you combine all the parts. Like it looks so good. And you love the color red. So it's
Red, black,
cool.
and gold specifically.
There is red, there is black, there is gold.
There is gold.
I think you just picked this item just because,
I didn't pick this item; it picked me.
Oh, dang. That's a quote right there. I hope that's not how my toys are. I picked you. My money.
Yeah, my money, no.
Yeah, Murasami K says that's a nice robot. Should be on the package. Like, that's a nice robot.
we should quote them on that. It's a nice robot.
That'd actually be really
Yeah, but
funny.
no, it's a really good figure. So make sure you don't miss out.
It looks impressive.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sword is amazing too. That big.
Mhm.
It's great.
And as we continue to go through, if you guys have any questions, we had a great time answering all of your questions. That ended up turning into a job fair last week. But if you have any questions about Bluefin collectibles, anything, Just drop in the chat. And once we're done with this presentation, we'd love to answer any questions you have.
Yeah.
Take some time for some live questions. as they
Yeah.
say.
All those AMAs we always do, those are fun.
Yeah.
All right. Next up.
Oh,
Oh man.
so this is also from Sentinel. This is Changeron, which is a Toei Tokusatsu series from
Yes.
the 90s.
It's this is its 25th anniversary.
Yeah, we are
So
old. We are old.
I love like the first photos that I first saw, the
Mhm.
ones that are on the left.
Right.
I was like, no, that's just from the show. And then I look closer. No, that's the figure
Yeah.
that they specifically put in those locations.
Yeah.
So that bottom right one, if you don't know those stairs,
Mhm.
they've used that in Gaim,
Yeah.
right? They've
course.
definitely used it in Build and everything like that and plenty of other Toku shows. So it's really cool that they took that figure, said, we'll place you here, take a photo, and fool everyone thinking
It looks really good. And you know what the best part about it is, though?
comes with a
The
fish.
fish. Yes. That is the best part.
What's the story behind the fish?
So I actually haven't seen the show, but episodes 1 and 2 is available right now on Toei Tokusatsu World Official.
Yeah, the way I was like, I had to do like a quick wiki on this character because for some reason this guy like passed by me as a child. I mean, a child when I like back then I was a child, so it's not like I was watching everything that Japan had. But it seems to be one of the reoccurring things that was really important. So I'm glad that they brought it along as an accessory.
Right.
As a fan of accessories, I like that.
Yeah, and it's sized similarly to the fighting armor line, which means it should not look out of place with like next to like your other,
Oh, that's
5 to
good.
6 inch figures. So
Mhm. So then, yeah, it'd be about like a 6-inch figure.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
yeah, I'm very excited for this because if this does well, he does have 3 mecha people that help him out in the show.
Uh-huh.
One of which turns into a bike. So Toei likes their guys with masks on bikes.
They do.
I like to see that. And then hey, if Changeron does well for Sentinel, we'll probably do other Toei Tokusatsu series as well. So
Oh, and you said this since this guy was from like the 90s, that would be like the Metal Hero era. So, our Common Rider was not existing during that time as a series. In movies, sure, but
right,
not as a series.
If this one does well,
Oh
we will see
man.
other Toei Tokusatsu stuff. So I'm just throwing that out there.
Arnold McGuire 335 has a fun fact. He actually says, "Fun fact:
Nice.
Sega originally made toys for it, meaning the Changeron, made toys for it. There's a reason a Sega Saturn showed up in Changeron because Sega also sponsored the series.
Ooh, fun fact. Thank
Yeah,
you. I
The more
love that.
you know.
Ooh.
With Sonic now.
Yeah, and speaking of posing collectibles and toys in like natural environments, I remember there's been a couple times. So we've had some of our amazing toy photographers that have taken pictures. The licensor were like, "You can't use stills from our show." We're like, "No, that's our toy."
That happened with
Jay.
Jay took.
Yeah.
Toei was like, "Oh no, that's from the show." I'm like, "No, zoom into the joint." They're like, "Oh my god, he's really good."
They don't need us anymore. They can do it with toys.
What are we making these toys for?
Right.
Yeah, no, this figure
Yeah, it looks
itself
really good.
looks so good. And again, you can get it where all Sentinel products are, or even
Yeah.
where any stores that sell
I
Bluefin
know to
products.
collectibles because this is Tokusatsu, so Collectibles will be carrying this. BBTS will be carrying it.
All right.
And I'm saying, guys, let's support this figure because one, it looks really cool. It looks very accurate to the show because you could think those are screenshots. So like, it
100%
looks really
believe it.
great. Comes with the fish, and if this works well, we'll get more Toei stuff from Sentinel. which is
Also, I
great.
know it's not pictured, but the weapons and that like blaster all combined to do like those final finisher moves.
Right.
And there is a photo that we have like on our Facebook that has that, but it combines. I'm like, oh, I love those final finisher moves. So this
Right.
figure is definitely for me.
And we'll have to wait till we get the figure in house to confirm it. But if it has similar joints to fighting armor, you
Mhm.
can give those hands to Iron Man, and Iron Man can hold a fish.
I mean, you had me at can hold a fish. I'm a fan of anything that comes with a fish. I think Ultrazilla might be our go-to subject matter expert for this. He's like, this is from the tail end of Metal Heroes, kind of a
Yes.
transition series. And he is excited for this figure. So,
All
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Would you guys
'cause
out there in chat be interested in the Metal Heroes line?
I love the Metal Heroes era. Like I think I was telling you, there was this one series with they were just animals, but they transformed into big like robot characters, like similar to this. And
Mhm.
to me, that was like part of my childhood. So if I knew I had toys for it back then, but if there were updated versions of those,
Yeah.
oh, I'd be so in. My mom would be super mad and be like, are you spending all your money on? My handle's empty wallet, so it's kind of there.
Also, said fish is a mackerel, hence the memes
Oh.
involving the character.
You love
and
mackerel,
said
David.
That's my
mackerel.
favorite sushi. I may or may not have eaten an entire mackerel worth of sushi once in one sitting.
We've stumbled into like
Great day.
like the experts on this figure. I love it.
Perfect.
I
I'm
mean,
glad.
I love it when they know more than we do.
All right.
They can teach us.
Yeah. And again, first two episodes are on YouTube, so we definitely have to sit down and watch that first
Oh,
episode.
for sure, yeah.
Beetleborgs reboot, Speedball Haro.
Do like that series.
That's right, I did in all caps. Beetleborg reboot.
Yeah.
Loud
All right.
noises.
What is the next item?
Last one.
All
Ooh.
right. Again, this is David's Brands.
Acid Storm. Yeah, so we're getting another Seeker for the collection, which is good because it's been a couple years since we had another Seeker added on to.
Yeah, it has been quite some time. I think the last one was Thundercracker.
Skyward.
Skyward.
was
Okay,
the last
there
one,
you go.
yeah.
See? Oh man.
It's been a minute.
I love it when it's a matter that I can be the subject matter expert.
Go for it, David.
Yeah. No. It's your brand. I just love all things Seekers. You know, I love the classic Seekers before it came into season 2, and they became known as like the Coneheads,
Mhm.
to where all of them, instead of the classic design you see here, all of the Seekers in season 2, the new Seekers, they're the whatever the point of the plane is
jet.
called.
Oh, yeah.
The point, which is literally like fold in half back, and so they call them Coneheads and stuff like that. So
Someone in chat's gonna tell you what that point's called. I know.
yeah.
it.
I'm not. I know Transformers, not aeronautics. The front of the
front
plane,
part.
the pointy part of the plane.
I'm pretty sure that's like the technical term for it.
Pointy part.
The
Yeah,
pointy
I
part.
love that when you look at the anatomy of a plane. Pointy part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this model definitely stands out. The colors, the green, are just so
Yeah,
vibrant and stuff
actually.
like that. I don't know how. Not very stealthy, but there we go.
And
Well, I
like,
mean,
I'm thinking it looks kind of like that green, but
it's a
it
little
looks
brighter.
a little brighter.
A little brighter than that.
But I love that now you have Devastator and another green like vehicle to go right beside another Transformer. You're like, I got 2 green characters now, so we need definitely more of these
Yeah.
vibrant characters.
But I'm glad to see this more.
The Darkness 48 knows what's up. He's all hail Starscream. When are we going to get a Starscream Kurikar Curry with the crown?
Well, I know there is a Starscream Curry being planned right now.
Yes, and I believe we've definitely teased that one.
Yeah.
Wow. So there are people out there who are always like, we want more news on some of the stuff that Flame had shared earlier within the year.
Right.
Anytime I get the word to share it, I share it immediately on social media. So your
There's nothing we can't
guess is
share
your
usually.
guess is usually as good as ours. So till I find out, I still have no idea.
I wish I could. Like, there's so many cool things. Like, there's one really awesome mecha
Thing.
thing that I want to talk about that they're doing, but I can't say anything about yet. But it's really awesome.
It's
An
just the word
asymmetrical
awesome.
Devastator.
No.
Ultrazilla says that he has all 3 of the Transformer Furry model kits, and I've yet to build any. Oof.
He has a backlog.
Backlog.
I know that pain. I have a drift that I'm halfway through building because I'm painting it as I go, and I'm hand painting it, which takes longer, which means I put it off longer because I have a backlog.
Here's a cool technique. So when you use the tapes, right, to just mask out the parts you want,
Mhm.
you just dip it in the paint can
Oh my,
and then just pull it out.
oh my god!
And then all the parts are painted
That's
properly.
not-
Then you take off
no.
as soon as it dries, you take off all the tape, retape parts you want back a different color, dip it, and then take it
Okay,
out.
I
I like where your head's at. It sounds so
I'm
much
using
easier.
my authority now. I have banned you from model kits. You are a figure person from now on.
Welcome to the club, AJ.
Oh man, all right. Nice to
I
be in
actually
the
have a
club.
backlog right now. I have 4 kits I have to build. 4, David.
I mean, that's cute. That's a weekend. It's not a backlog.
Well, one of them is the giant Magikarp that's like 9 pieces. It's the funniest thing ever. So yeah,
I'm tempted to getting one of those, just like throwing in my turtle tank and just see what he does.
yeah. You come back and it's built.
What
Yeah, it's
Gohan
like, oh.
thinks of it. Here
He'll just cut everything off the nippers for you,
you
Oh.
go.
or the sprues.
He probably would. He probably would just bite it off like a savage.
Yeah, and none of the 4 kits in my backlog are Gundam kits. It's like 2 Transformers and 2 Pokemon kits.
Give it time. Give it time.
Oh yeah, I'll give it time. All right. Hey Randall, maybe what specific thing you're talking about? He said, "What happened to the D-Style Flame toy stuff that showed off a year or so ago?" Let us know specifically what you're talking about, Randall. Maybe we can talk about it. But if you haven't seen it, it's probably still upcoming.
D style?
Hmm.
You mean like super deformed? Is that what he means? Or
Maybe like D4 or whatever.
Well, hopefully he responds back and
Well,
tells us
yeah,
what
yeah.
he means, because I'm now interested in what we're talking about.
Yeah, Lore X7 says they doing a Megazord too.
Yes.
Yes. We have 2 Megazords. So it's going to be the model kit Megazord, and then it's going to be the die-cast Megazord, which as of this moment, I have been told are 5 Zords into 1. So you can go back and forth. As
Alright.
of right this second.
That's for the model kit.
For both the model kit and the die-cast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get all the Zords
right.
and dip them into paint and make them different
No,
colors.
okay, no, but they come colored out of the
Oh
box.
yeah. But I could have them one cool color,
Oh no.
like black, gold, and red.
Okay, so I will now curse you for model kit. So now what will happen when you pick up a model kit box? It'll just like phase through your fingers.
So I have superpowers.
And for picking up model kits and them having them fall through your hands.
I bet you I can find a way to use it somehow.
What if he
to
wears
my
gloves?
It will know. Of course, it'll know.
All right, we'll test it.
Yeah, Speeble Haro is asking for Starscream's Shattered Glass.
Oh, Cherry Glass. I mean,
People like purple.
That's very possible. It's very
Shattered
possible.
glass stuff is really
Wait,
cool.
as Kurakara Curry or as a model kit?
The Fry model kit.
Okay.
Oh man, I was just say, why not both?
I know.
Both
Hey,
is always a good answer.
Everybody, Jobin's in the chat. Hey, Jobin, he asks, Andrew 20. Does Android 20 have a brain under the hat? I'm assuming he means the SH figure art. I actually asked. I don't know the answer to that, but I hope to find out very soon because I too want to know. I think the first time that we'll be able to get our hands on it would be Toy Fair in February.
Oh man,
So
yeah.
if I'm hoping I'll know by then, but if not, we'll pop off his head.
Yeah, I think like a lot of the
Tamashi loves it when we just open the case and just start popping things.
yeah,
off.
like a lot of the time when
What's
people
this?
ask if we have something, it's like we're like, well, we're waiting on the sample to show up. So just like when we show these photos, we don't have like an on-hand version of it just yet.
If we did, it would be right here.
Yeah.
Hey, Randall verified. He says I would need to find pictures of them, but yes, super deformed.
Oh, I mean, we have those right here in this room right now.
But I didn't know if they were a secret.
No, we showed them off at SDCC.
Oh, yeah, they're
Years
right.
ago.
They're like literally.
But I believe when we showed them off, they were the uncolored versions. These are the
Ah.
colored versions that are literally behind the screen, I believe.
Dang, you are what a
Unless someone has
tease.
moved them.
Yeah, they're in the Tupperware with the green top right there.
What
Yeah.
a tease for the people
Would you-
watching
would you
behind the
like them?
screen.
Let's let's show one. Let's show one.
I'm coming.
You can handle that.
So
And
these are prototypes that you're about to see. We're going to show one of them.
Don't break them.
So
They
I'm
are
gonna let the
prototypes.
brand manager
Hold on, let me
handle.
just-
Yeah, notice I handed
I'm
him
going to go
the.
off screen here real quick. I'll be right back. Just make sure I don't
And again, one reason why I never like handling any of the prototypes and why, every time they're like, oh, when at a show, they're always like, hey, can like this through that and move this? I'm like, I think it's a prototype, so
Yeah.
probably, but
You're like,
it's
I'm
as
afraid. I'm
is.
afraid to just look at it. I don't know how much let's play with it.
and my eyes stare into it, and stuff can happen. Dangerous times.
Yeah. We had a lot of questions about prototypes at the last Ask Me Anything.
Yeah.
And they range. So the very, very original prototypes, like I think this is an early prototype. These are terrifying to touch because they cost a lot of money and they're extremely fragile. But they're just kind of like a proof of concept to give everyone an idea of like what the size and the coloring is going to look like.
It's so cute. Like, look at him. You pair him right up beside him.
He's so deadly and evil.
Yeah. Now he's like almost in line with this like size that would be around Devastator.
But yeah, no, we do have these prototypes. I've been championing for these to be put into production for a while. I think we're close. Because I do want these to come out. They're pretty awesome.
They look really cool.
They're all cute but deadly.
I
Same
love
time.
things I can add to my desk, but then it sucks that I have to add like a desk to my desk. You're like, well, I once had just this much of space. I now have new things. Let's just add a new desk here.
That's why I bought an L shape.
And then now another one there. So now there's a U shape. And then now I've locked myself away in a square desk.
Yeah, your desk would be awesome if you didn't have to work at it. Then have all this
Then
junk.
we'll have to go tall, So I got a desk on top of my desk.
Right. Yeah, there it is. Look at it. It exists.
There you go.
One
Ooh,
day.
Toku Texas Cosplay is asking any new Kamen Rider products in the pipeline.
Ooh.
That I can talk about.
Yes. No.
Again, I only share what
we
I've been
can,
told
we
from
can
this
assume
man.
that in the future there will be products. Yes, we don't need that aspect.
So there's nothing like terribly new that I can talk about, but there has been a thing Team Kamen Rider has been working on getting access to that we're like one step away.
Oh, well, in the meantime, you can
Something
also
really
pick up
important.
You can pick up the shirts that you had made.
Yeah,
you had put up on Amazon.
But we are really close to, and I hope, like, my goal is to make the announcement around Toy Fair about this new
Ooh.
thing that has, as of right now, is off limits to us. That we'd be able to get.
He
very
honestly
soon.
says a new thing, and I have no idea what it is.
I'll give you
So-
a hint. It's DX stuff.
Kamen Rider DX. Stuff.
Yeah,
I
stuff that we have not been able to bring in that we are like just that close.
I know what
All
it
right.
is.
Oh, see, everyone. That's
Yeah,
2 of the 3 know it. Am I left behind on this?
I ask a lot of questions.
Oh, I should be shaking people more. What is it?
What is it?
I'm like, next time you ask me to buy jerseys, I need to know more information. Speaking of which, when are we getting revised colored jerseys?
Yeah, we're buying blue and pink.
Maybe we should do it in time for Toy Fair.
I'm game.
So we can do a meetup in the New Jerseys. Yeah.
And they'd be
Mm.
like that, like fuchsia colored.
So it's gonna be all black with like a pink strip
Mm.
and then like a blue strip
And
that'd
the
be
numbers
cool.
being
It's like-
pink.
for you.
Are your numbers gonna be different than my numbers?
Mine will be all black. Black on black.
Black numbers on black jersey.
Yep.
They
Oh,
gotta
it's
like
just
squint.
like a regular jersey.
no, yeah. We'll try and get some in time for Toy Fair.
All right.
It should be fun.
Okay.
Yeah. And we can do a meetup.
Yeah.
So if you were at the last one, you know,
And
Yeah,
no,
Mike wants
no
pink and
executives
blue
get it this time.
jerseys for the win.
Maybe we make a couple extra jerseys and like give them giveaway.
people come to the meetup at Toy Fair.
That's what it should say on the back
Which
giveaway.
we're gonna do now.
Yeah, on the back it says giveaway 1, giveaway 2, giveaway 3.
No, we put insert name here in the back.
Or what I want to do is I want to make 10 and give out Justin's home telephone number. So if they all stand in just the right order, yeah. Okay, everyone's staying here.
Oh man, that'd be funny.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, so we did get quite a few questions coming in here. Let me scroll up to a couple of them.
Yeah, those Ultraman collectibles do look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love seeing more Toku stuff show up.
Will you guys be selling the re-release of SH Figure Arts Gogeta Blue? I didn't even know there was a re-release, but if Tamashi is going to re-release Gogeta Blue, we would conceivably get some.
Yeah.
We sold out well in the first time. So if they are doing a re-release, which they haven't told me, but
No, but as far
sometimes
as
they
I know,
don't.
on Instamashi, they revealed like those new Dragon Ball figures, a new
Oh.
figure at Zero, Inosuke's blade, which I am super excited
Right.
for. I get 2 swords, not just this
Yeah.
one. I get 2.
I just find it funny how like there have been some figures that like I have found out about the same time as the general public. I'm like, oh wow, what'd you find out about this? Right by the time you found out.
Yeah, like I know you're a big fan of Naruto, so like Instamashi did that little video of the
I'm buying-
articulation
I'm
of
buying
it,
I'm buying 10 of those
and I
probably.
am super excited for that lineup because one, I know you and I both like
Yeah.
Naruto itself, but 2, as a figure collector, like just showing off its new articulation,
right.
it looks so good. Like I can think of all the jutsu I can do with
And
it.
in my head, I figure if I can buy 10, 1, I can do shadow clones.
Hmm.
2, Tamashi will do the first Hokage. That's
That's
I
the goal for
believe.
you.
I have to believe that. Wait, there's a Madara. Why is there a Madara but no Hashirama? It's like having Naruto with no Sasuke.
There's a figure at Zero, you remember Hashira.
Oh, but-
See, it works out better that you don't know the Tamashi Figure Arts right before they come out. Like in my head, like so Justin and I have several meetings a week with Tamashi in Japan. And so in my head, I have like 20 Dragon Ball Figure Arts in my head. And every time I talk, I have to think, is this one been revealed yet? Is this one been revealed yet?
Right.
Is Kami going to murder me because I just spoiled X, Y, or Z? So
Look, your next time you talk to him, just say Sage Mode Hashirama. Just like say that at the beginning of every sentence, and like eventually he'll be like, "We should do Sage Mode Hashirama."
or maybe we just convince everyone who's on the call to change their like team's profile image to that.
Yes,
And then you'd be like, wow, what's going on? Oh, there's a huge spike in America for it. You should release it right now.
there is.
Okay.
Okay.
Spell it out.
Yeah. Kame. It's like 80 of us.
Yeah.
It's a big long message.
Oh,
Jobin and a lot of other people asked when new Spider-Man figs. Well, 3/4 of us have seen the movie, and judging by the crowd at my movie theater, this movie is going to make about $11 trillion.
Yeah.
So I am confident that there will be figures for this line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know for sure.
They did show those. The one they had just posted the 3 backup earlier, and there is a note on if you press the more information. There is this little part that says like not available in some countries. So be wary. Whenever there's more information, definitely go and look at it, because if there's info that says not available in some countries, then you definitely know
Right.
that it may not come to some countries.
That's such a good movie.
Yeah,
And you can't talk about it.
right. But I
Steven
mean,
is
just from
literally-
the trailer, from what you've seen in the trailer,
yeah.
you know that there's a lot of characters,
Yeah.
and some of them would be great to see an SH figure.
I've seen no spoilers. I haven't seen it yet.
That's
so,
fine.
guys, at the end of the movie,
I will.
Right.
personally
I get snapped
Right.
away like, oh no!
I will snap.
I was surprised when like Deadpool from the Wolverine X-Men Origins Wolverine movie came out, like the one where he had his face sewed up. I was shocked when he came up.
Then Galactus showed up.
Yeah, and
My
then
favorite was when the credits started rolling.
Yeah, and the Crow came out. I'm like, whoa, he's not even a Marvel character.
Oh, it was so good. You gotta go see it.
Yeah,
Field trip.
the time is
See it during work hours. It's a work thing. You gotta know.
King
Yeah.
Cold when.
Ooh,
Oh,
like that AK-90.
right,
It was like
right after we get Tequila Gundo.
it was like GT Pan. Oh man, that would be cool to get. Like, I think personally, some figures from GT would be really good to have.
Really?
But would you want?
Yeah.
Would Pan be enough on her own, or would you have to? Would she have?
Oh,
be
I want like a
packed in
whole
with,
like it would
Kid
just be like
Goku or...
the collectors, like just the team. That'd be a really cool set.
Team of short people.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I mean, we got Super Saiyan 4 Goku, so that means we have to get other ones.
Yeah, it just sounds like a fun dream to have.
Or
just all
they
of them.
bring Super Saiyan 4 into Super, and then just age Pan up because I don't know, time travel.
All
But
right.
is Super Saiyan 4 more powerful than Ultra Instinct? Where would it fit into the strength meters?
Join us for our TED Talk. Is
I'm sure there are like a million YouTube channels
I
where
can
people
see
have
it
broken
maybe
this
being
down.
equal to Super Saiyan Blue. I guess because remember, Gohan is trying. The last thing he said in Super was, "I'm going to find a different form, my own
Mhm.
way." He could discover Super Saiyan 4 and make it be like somehow, like the pinnacle of Saiyan power, not relying on Godly Ki.
I just want to ask: have you seen the new Gohan figure that Instamashi shared?
I've not.
Oh my goodness! There's a new
Is it
Gohan
cool?
figure.
Is it cool?
I know you like Gohan.
Wait. Is he wearing his dad's clothes or Goku's clothes?
I kind of don't want to tell
Cute,
him.
cute.
Kind of don't want to tell him.
Everyone in the chat's like, wait a minute. Could have said Piccolo or Goku, but that's fine.
That's what he said.
Yeah, his dad, Piccolo. Yeah.
It's his dad's outfit.
Oh, I need that. Oh no. Oh no.
Dave's asking questions to start wars in the Dragon Ball community. That's what I do as a lifelong team leader of Team Dub. I start anime fights.
I mean, I guess the way you can see it is that like Super Saiyan God is like, like the fancy godly version of Saiyan, where Super Saiyan 4 is like raw, me smash.
A number.
Beast form.
It is a number.
like it's them conquering their more primal side. Oh no, could you imagine like a Super Saiyan 4 fusing with Super Saiyan Blue? Just like ultimate primitive versus ultimate godly, just
write
some
this
weird creature.
down and
Yeah.
just
I'd like to
send
see
it off.
Vegeta.
Amazon.
I want Vegeta to do super because Vegeta's never had his moment.
He
to
needs a
shine.
win.
He needs a win. Gohan's got a couple wins under
Yeah.
him. Vegeta needs to be like the reason for a victory.
It's getting ridiculous. Like I was mad during Resurrection F when like he was giving them hands to Frieza. And I was like, here we go. Here's a W. Frieza's like, haha, nope, blow the planet. And I'm like, why? My man almost had it.
Will
Like-
you feel so satisfied though the moment that happens though?
I will feel satisfied. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Look, he doesn't have to win all the time. He could just win once.
Yeah.
Where does he go from there though?
That's fine. As long as he wins one. We can move on to like Pan winning or something.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh-huh.
it could even be for whatever reason Goku's not there. He doesn't have to be more powerful than Goku. He just needs to be
Yeah.
this case. Like one of my favorite things is when he's just like kissing Beerus's butt and like so
Yeah.
cowardly and whining, and then Beerus just messes with Bulma and he's like,
yeah.
"My Bulma!"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Whoa!"
And then he hit Beerus in Super Saiyan form, and it had an effect, which it's not supposed to. So that was impressive. and then he went right
Rage.
back to not winning. Like he's like an accessory to Goku. You know, I would just like him to get one win.
So you're saying like in my Goku figure, it should come with
it
a
should
Vegeta.
come with a Vegeta. It should come with a full Vegeta.
All right.
Like,
But
It's fine.
yeah, that'd be great if well, I guess Vegeta's got Super Saiyan Blue too, so I guess that would make sense. But it would be
Yeah.
cool if Goku was kind of like the godly power, Vegeta was like the bestial power,
Right.
and then at one point they'd come together.
Right. I heard he got a new form
Ooh.
in the manga. I have not seen it. I am waiting to see it animated for the first time.
Wow.
I'm trying not
You're
to-
usually the I read it first. I'm ahead of you.
I'm trying not to because I want to see Vegeta hold like in my I know it's not gonna happen, but I'm in my head he's gonna use his new form and get a dub. I hope.
I'd hate. Yep. Well, I guess I'll just be quiet then.
Oh no, it's not a
Let me
good
tell you, for
time.
someone who actually has read them.
Oh no,
You'll be so
can
excited.
he have
for it.
one?
No, you'll be super excited. You cannot wait for
Oh,
it
I
to be
will. It'll be
animated.
good.
It'll be animated. It'll be great.
Okay, good. Thank you. Oh no. I mean,
I won't. I don't want to spoil the Moro arc, but it's like one of the few things I've read
Mhm.
outside of the manga, outside of the anime. So, and only because they're building up Vegeta to like this is Vegeta's arc. This is
Right.
Vegeta's arc.
What was it? His arc? Was it?
Well, I don't want to spoil it for you.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. Just like with Steven, with Spider-Man. Hashtag no spoilers.
Yeah, I think they call it Ultra Ego. Is what is
I
his
did hear
form.
about that. Yeah,
And I think it's purple.
So it's
Feel
different.
free to correct me if I'm wrong.
different
and
than instinct.
It starts black and white, but I think.
Yo, is it powered by his arrogance? Because if so, he's gonna win every fight.
Oh yeah, you couldn't stop that. That's like
He's the most arrogant.
that's like the power of the sun
Yeah,
in the palm of his hand. I'm something of
Oh.
a scientist myself.
Joke.
All
Oh, you can't
right.
say any words.
We got a couple of questions. Someone there, gold. What is that one? The G. That's one.
Oh.
Any chance on more MG figurized artists and Cyclone Joker was
It was a
real
fun build. I bought 2 of them. Yes, it was pretty good. As usual, I have asked for Gaia already. Like,
Okay.
from the jump. But I hope they do more of them because like
Yeah.
I remember like there was a whole other MG line for Common Riders, which is funny. I actually had just bought like the old double ones. Like I had just tracked down and spent a bunch of money. I'm like, yeah, I got the Master Kit.
And then I think I had to share. I was like, "Hey, dude, they're making this."
yeah, I
What
was
is
mad. I was like, all my other kids trash now. So I hope it does. I hope that they get more. 'Cause I think it did well for us.
Mhm.
I am assuming it did well in Japan, and probably also well in
Kamen
China.
Riders
too,
from
so it'd be
Japan.
great to see more. You know.
Dark Link says second and third place from the Fighter Z pull soon. Yes.
I honestly do not remember who was second and third, but sure.
There was a fighters poll.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
like
while
there
ago.
was there was like an event and you get
Mhm.
to vote which characters you'd want.
Mm-hmm.
And
then
I don't
Kefla
remember even
won.
who. Yeah, I don't remember
Kefla
who I
won.
voted for. Pretty sure I may have voted for Kefla, but that's just to see what they would do in the figure for.
Yeah, it was great. There was like, I want a Kefla figure. I want a Kefla figure, and like I'm like, well, vote in this poll, and then
Right.
she was the overwhelming winner. So, yeah, just a lot of people saying that I'm stupid because I like dubs, but that's par for the course.
It's
Dubs over
it's
so.
part of being in the anime community. It's okay that you have the wrong opinion. It's fine.
What? You nuts?
Stop gatekeeping, Clark.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
gatekeeping. I am correcting the
No,
wayward.
that's gatekeeping.
It's like you could come enjoy anime the correct way.
Sure.
Some dubs are really good though.
Like
Some
Dragon
dubs are
Ball.
uniquely good.
Gatekeeping's a
Actually,
little bit
I
open.
do like Dragon Ball dub better than sub. Just for Goku's voice alone, I can't take his Japanese voice seriously. I can't. That man buff is for no reason. Just like, hi, I'm Goku. Like, what? No, stop it.
That's the 80-year-old woman you're talking about snapping.
I
Oh,
know.
here we go.
I
Keith
know,
Bishop,
but-
dubs for life.
Ooh.
Keith Bishop, dubs for life. For life. For you NWO fans. Dubs rule. Dubs need to exist to get folks in. You see,
See?
we have a cultured audience.
We'll get them in the correct way.
I'm not gonna lie.
Wait,
there
wait,
were
you
times.
Read.
Love
To
dubs
achieve.
myself. Look at everyone coming to my defense.
I'm not gonna lie. There are times where it's like I'm building a kit and I'm like,
Mhm.
man, I really just want to kind of catch up on something. We'll just put it on there and then
See, I
I'll
thought
listen.
about that. But I figured it's easier just for me to go learn an entire other language than to listen to the dubs.
how much have you
So-
learned from
I can when I'm watching anime, I understand about a third now what they're saying, like looking at the subtitles. So like,
Well, the benefit of anime is like a third of the words are just made up. So, I mean, they're the same in English and Japanese.
So basically,
We're starting.
made up word, actual word, made
Right.
up word, made
So
up
you got to
word.
think all the names. Well, most of the names are
Yeah.
universal both ways. You know, I've taken Dragon Ball like Kamehameha
Mhm.
and Destructo Disc. All the
Mhm.
like, sorry, this might be something different Japanese, but
Mhm.
there's so many things that are like the same in English and
Is
Japanese.
it Kienzon?
Hmm?
Japanese? The disc?
I don't know. I watched.
I don't
those.
know, man. That's a
don't remember.
that's a sub question.
All right. Well, thanks so much, everyone, for your questions. If you think of something later, you can always email us at hangouts@bluefincollectibles.com. Hit us up on all our social platforms at Bluefin Brands. Say hi. Say, hey, I love the live stream. Suggest future episodes. You know, we'd love to interact with you guys. We'll be back next week, but it's going to be on Wednesday because of the holiday. So we'll be doing Wednesday at the same time at noon Pacific Standard Time. I think we'll all, like I said, we'll all be remote, so we might even have a bigger group because more people can fit virtually than in this small studio. So until we see you guys next week, have a fantastic weekend. Stay safe, stay warm, and have a lot of fun. Play with your toys. Bye,
Go
guys.
see Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, go see Spider-Man and Hawkeye.
Yes. That's it.